shit!
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Oh, shit!
Hardcore 100 days, hardcore modded 100 days, hardcore manhunt 100 days? Welcome to Ultra Hardcore 100 days. Objective, play Minecraft hardcore for 100 days. But since I ain't no bitch, I'm gonna be doing it on UHC mode, where I can't regain lost health without golden apples or potions. My goals for this are to kill the Ender Dragon, kill the Wither, get a netherite set, build a medium to large house, give or take, and get as many fun advancements as I can. I say fun because a lot of the really hard advancements are not fun. If you like this video, you already know what to do. Day 1. After getting starter shit, I found a village and immediately lost 6.5 hearts. I learned absolutely nothing from my earlier run, but I still got the golem and started going to town on all the farm animals nearby. I pretty much treated this start like a UHC, grabbing a book, food, and a cave by night. I didn't find the cave, but it didn't matter since I instantly threw down my queen mattress. Day 2. Bro, there's skeletons everywhere. Is this a cave or a graveyard? Both. After a collection of misinputs and a classic Mkill blunder, I was basically dead, but also goddamn wealthy. After hiding in the walls for 10 minutes, I mined 24 obsidian and ascended. I found a good village for a temporary base, which is really needed as my inventory was filled to the brim with shit. Can you imagine if Minecraft was made by Bethesda and had like weight limits and stuff and encumbrance? I'm sorry for the nightmares. Get in the boat! Oh hey, 2 endermen in a boat. Do-do-do-do banana boat. Do-do-do-do banana boat. Now give me your face. Boom, bam, bop, pow. My nether spawn was actually really lucky because I found a fortress and a bastion within walking distance of each other. Also, the endermen would make getting to the dragon a lot more convenient. Gone are the days of running around a desert for 20 nights hunting down endermen. Thanks, Mojang. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, I made a power 3 bow before coming in here. I ain't coming here to lose health, I'm here to dispatch fools from a distance. And also, Mojang, please balance your game. Everything can get gimped with the bow. Having a strong bow in the nether is like taking an AR-15 to the Crusades. This piglin gave me a fucking heart attack. What is that damage? This pork chop got a sharp 4 or something? I didn't realize these boys had enchantments, bro. Nice shooting, Tix. Double banana boat, let's go! And this boy walked right on in. He knew what was coming. This piglin in the overworld gave me more PTSD than I already had, but then he turned into a pigman and he seemed to be friendly. I was preparing to make him a home and give him a name, but then this bastard walks in and slays his ass. Bro, he was friendly! Bruh! Well anyway, I escaped the nether with 14 pearls, 10 blaze rods, 30 levels, some nether wart, and of course PTSD. But this was the perfect opportunity. I had enough for 12 eyes. I ventured out to discover the lost stronghold. I was at a 0 loss since I still had enough obby for another portal. After clapping more animals along the journey, I grew fond of the sheets once more. The first week has passed and things are looking great. I'm not as strong as I like to be yet, but I'm on track to find the stronghold and get level 30 enchanting in record time. I was in no hurry to get to the stronghold as I was not planning on fighting the dragon yet, so I spent a few days getting apples, books, and more overworld resources in general, exploring the landscape, trying to find my place in this world. I'm sorry, but nothing much really happened on this trip. I remember asking to myself while running through a swamp, what effect has pizza had on world history, while listening to a Minecraft parody at the same time? Which is probably one of the most zoomer combinations imaginable. Day 10, stronghold found, woo! Most of the library burned because Mother Nature threw a sick joke and put a lava pool nearby. And the enchanted books and all the chests weren't that great, but I did get enough books for a full level 30 set, so I was set. Bruh, silverfish have reach? Huh? Alright guys, are you ready for the epic portal sound? 3, 2, 1. Woo! Epic portal sound, let's go! Set that waypoint, and now I'm gone. This is why I brought the obsidian. Now we have an easy nether highway back to the portal. Sometimes my brain is just too goddamn big for my skull to fit. Bruh, my village portal is so close! Dude, I'm gonna add speedrun to the video tags. Everyone thought that Dream was amazing because he did this, you know, negating fall damage thing with a boat. Can y'all not spam shift and right click? It's a really simple motion. I think a 10-year-old could probably do this. So after returning back, I set up my quote-unquote home for the foreseeable future. I set everything up out in the open because all the villager homes are far too small, and I'd have to renovate it, and well, I was not ready to do any building just yet. I don't want to build a big beautiful structure that I like and then die and have to delete it. I seized some villagers' melons because healing potions are going to be the essential form of healing for me, as golden apples are kind of hard to get. You'd think the gold would be the hard part, but it's actually the apples. You know, apple drop rates in vanilla are actually really small, so like, in the time that some apples would drop, I could find, you know, a decent amount of gold. But anyway, the enchanting was about to happen, and I instantly got fortune on my pick. We're in business now. After being a buffoon and losing tons of health to a creeper that night, I accelerated the brewing process and cooked up some Kool-Aid. When you get a shiny new fortune pick, it's a sin to not go on a mining trip immediately after. So that's what I did, and I got pretty lucky with the caves. Tons of beautiful gems to come around. 15 or 20 minutes of mining got me 38 diamonds and 40 butter nuggets.
So pretty modest mining trip, I have to say.
After a bit of enchanting, it was time to get some netherite. My main purpose was to mine quartz to get back to level 30, but I decided to knock 2 birds with 1 stone and, well, do both. And within 40 seconds I already found 2 ancient debris. This game easy. And I would have stayed longer until I got 40, but my pick needed constant repairs because, you know, apparently voring thousands of netherrack requires a ton of durability. Day 13, not even 2 weeks yet. With the help of my good friend Google, I found out about the smithing table, which lets you upgrade a diamond armor with just 1 netherite ingot, which is an absolute goddamn steal! I'll gladly spend 4 netherite instead of 24 any day, man, for armor. But after another trip in the depths of Satan's asshole and some more level 30 enchantments, I was fully kitted out in netherite. Let's go, gamers, and I did it all in 2 Minecraft weeks, let's go. Can you imagine the news headlines if someone went from broke to billionaire in 2 weeks? I don't think anyone in history has done that, actually. Name me someone, if they do exist. I want to meet the man who designed that epic achievement sound. So I spent most of day 14 getting combat ready. I brewed 3 more sets of healing pots and some strength. I made a fancy new bow and sword and got a much larger stockpile of arrows. With pretty much max gear and tons of pots, I decided this was the time to clap the dragon as revenge for getting robbed in a previous run. That y'all have probably seen in the intro already. But first I checked out the nearby bastion, and well, I was still quite cautious because of the brutes and my inability to heal, but it really wasn't that hard, nor rewarding, especially not while I was battle hardened. So short story even shortened, I turned those oinkers into pork chops. See, the joke works because I had a flame bow. Anyway, y'all came to see the dragon fight, and I'll oblige. I decided to use a default texture pack because I'm pretty sure Faithful has a glitch where it doesn't show the lingering dragon's breath, and well, I'd rather have the game look ugly for 10 minutes than die because of invisible purple shit. I clearly came to the wrong goddamn neighborhood because several endermen tried to eat my ass before I could even begin to take the crystals. I burst up to this one crystal that I thought I was missing. Turns out that I'm the best goddamn shot and I don't even know it. Now I lay waste to this tyrant of the end with strength and awe. right. That's right. Nice! Easy money. Now time to get those wings. After turning on my 2020 IRL vision, I saw the boat. I saw my destiny staring back at me. It was go time, bros. The chests were pretty underwhelming, but I was here for the shulker boxes and elytra mainly. I'm actually a massive fan of shulker boxes. They're kind of underrated. This entire game, I always run out of inventory space while existing. And so having like having the inventories of 5 men at once is a massive game changer. Pair that with essentially perfect flight, and I can go anywhere, man. The ultimate traveling kit. Hakuna Matata, my guy. Now it's time to come home. I don't know why, but the credits don't have their own music theme. I bet it would really slap, especially since it's supposed to be like a deep philosophical Matrix style thing here. Just throw like a nice lo-fi song on or something. Or like, you know, the Xenoblade main theme would work just fine. I don't know, man, just thinking out loud. With my newfound toys, I immediately moved away. Got some fireworks running and said my farewell to the villagers that have dealt with me for the past like 5 days. The flight was majestic. Elytras are 5 years old, but they will never get old, man. Flight in video games will always be awesome. After flying cross country, I noticed my elytra was near dead already. Luckily, I made a stop at another bigger village. Except rather than settle down and leave the villagers alone, I locked their doors and started to give them some jobs. My main interest was to spam the lectern onto one villager until they had a trade for mending. Then once I found it, I hired a Fletcher and broke the emerald economy, with endless stacks of sticks at my disposal. I had never really used the village and pillage villagers much up to this point, so I didn't really know much about the profession blocks, but I ain't complaining. All it really took was a quick Google. The alternative was to search dozens of end cities, and even then I could never get mending on my netherite stuff, so I appreciate the new updates. Thanks, Mojang. But after an hour of ruthless capitalism, I had all the mending I wanted. Day 24. After committing war crimes in the name of mending, I went to the nether to repair my gear through the magic of quartz, which thematically kind of clashes with the nether, but that's a discussion for another day. I spent a couple days just inspecting the nether, grabbing nether wart from fortresses and looting bigger bastions. I was only really concerned with getting loot from treasure chests, since treasure chests have like netherite and, you know, higher tier gear. All the other ones are kind of ass. I did get pig stepped though. Otherwise, I only grabbed the gold blocks, which numbered a lot. I got like 40, I think, at this point. I then tried to mix making bacon pancakes from Adventure Time with pig step, and it sounded weird, but also felt right.
Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Anyway, day 26, and I decided on my permanent house location. I love the terrain in this area I popped into out of the nether. The mountain range, the giant rivers, the pretty flower forest, and the nice hilltop area. It was a really lucky area to spawn out of. It's something I rarely see in Minecraft. I spent like the next 5 or so days just hopping between villages. I repeated my profession grinding from the previous village, but this time for looting on my sword, rather than mending. And also I found this massive conga line in the center of this one village. And I did something they would have never seen coming. I trapped them all in boats and stored them underground. God damn it, why are boats so versatile, man? Can you imagine you're a medieval peasant just vibing in your village. Then some scary Vikings pop onto the shore. You've shit yourself already. The village goes on lockdown, you're scared that they're gonna take your kids, your wife, your whatever. But then you see this bearded armored man just run up to you at Mach speed with a boat in his hand. The boat touches your finger and you immediately teleport into it, becoming trapped, and then the Viking proceeds to bury you. That's the kind of shit that would be in Norse mythology. Thanks, Mojang. Skipping down the line a little bit, day 36, I killed the Wither. With the looting sword, I got the 3 skulls after like 20 minutes, maybe not even. I could have beaten him with my elytra on, honestly. The withering effect did more damage than he did, but I still played cautiously. And I know I could have done it underground, but I was pretty sure this fight would be quick, so I didn't want to spend time mining out a chasm. The glory of light shall penetrate the heavens. Day 38 CE. Some of these days are estimates because my dumbass didn't track them very well at times. Anyway, soon after the beacon and some terraforming of this hilltop, I started construction of the castle, which is going to be my endgame home. I decided on another theme because, well, 1.16 added tons of new nether blocks for that theme to use. And also, I really like the theme. I've tried to build a hell theme house before on a couple SMPs. Also, I plan on having this entire area be like a kingdom with a bunch of homes and villagers living there and everything. So I wanted my house to be like a looming, imposing force upon the skyline, since I am the undisputed ruler of this world. You may call it a dictatorship, but I might pretend to be democratic. I mean, that wouldn't be too unrealistic. It's around day 40, and I'm back in the nether, grabbing more blocks for the house, but also to loot more bastions, which is very successful. I got 40 more gold blocks in total. But I also wanted to head back to the end to get more shulker boxes and end city loot. And well, adventuring in Minecraft is really quick once you have an elytra. Although when I got to the stronghold, I had to go chop down a ton of trees for apples one night since I had no healing. And even worse, my shield broke and I had no bed. So for a time, I thought I might die of attrition because of the billions of skeletons out and about. That obviously did not happen. Around day 45, I was back home with an extensive network of shulker boxes containing enough gear for an army, and I started really working on the castle. I built the first floor's walls, made some podiums out front for some statues, built up the 2 front towers, made the beginnings of a balcony, created the massive door frame out of blackstone bricks which look insane, created the pathway to the big door which has a lava moat coming down from both sides, a detail I was proud of coming up with, and I turned the grass out front into soul soil while also adding some minor details here and about. I just felt right, you know? The entire time I was building, I only had a vague idea of what I wanted. Nearly everything was an idea I thought of along the way. That's why the whole process is taking so long, but I think it turned out better because of it. I had tried multiple designs throughout the process, and well, the impossible has been achieved. I enjoyed building in Minecraft. Although listening to music the whole time helped out a lot. Day 50 to 55, I tried to make another ice highway for the villagers and the boats. Why are ice allowed to exist in the nether? Mojang, explain! But I didn't have packed ice yet. I also made a basic sugarcane and nether wart farm. I know I could have made auto farms and all, but I decided during this playthrough that I wanted to do everything without tutorials. I didn't want my world to turn into me blindly copying tutorials to make the most efficient systems. It wouldn't really feel like my own world anymore. So as a rule of thumb for this game, if I don't know how to build something, I either will just figure it out on the spot or I won't build it. I think that's a fair rule. Let's see what you guys think. Day 56, I continued building up the castle. Also, by the way, if you have an idea for a cool name for this castle, other than like Hell's Castle, tell me in the comments, please. I need it. I want to have an actual cool name. An idea I had was maybe like something like Hell's Alamo or something. Maybe that would work, but it doesn't really roll off the tongue. If none of y'all think of a good name, I'll go with Hell's Alamo. I made these stairs with this cool swerve here going up to the 2nd floor. I planned on eventually having a massive chandelier hanging in between these stairs like an actual mansion. But other than that, I had started working on the walkway inside that would lead to the warlord's throne and continued the building upward of the walls. Day 60, I found some edgy boys outside my house and got bad omen. I said, alright bro, challenge accepted, and flew right over to the village and to face the raid. It was easy for the beginning part, but then on the harder stages I ran out of arrows and healing. I nearly got my ass killed because of these little ghost demons here. So I ran away and flew back home to recuperate. My villagers are underground, so it's not like the villagers could do anything anyways. Man, this game would be so much more interesting if mobs could break blocks to get to you. Day 62, I captured some bees, which took a while since I had not built an actual honey house for them yet. So I essentially put this family of jazz lovers into solitary confinement. Wow. Then I had an intense training arc of flying around, getting more arrows, and getting healing. Then on day 65 or so, I finished the raid, which was still challenging, man. Also, I found out that if you just leave the village, then the chunk despawns and the raid just kind of sits there and waits for you to come back. So it was really easy to just walk back in with more gear. And then the guys are just like, huh, how does he have more stuff, huh? But these bastards send siege units after you, man. I fucking hate these mages, dude. Holy shit. These little spawns of Satan fly into your ass, dealing absurd damage, and you can't hide. They're little Caspers, man. Not only are they hard to hit, they reproduce like there's no tomorrow. But anyway, I lived and defeated the raid, and became hero of the village. They were at zero danger of death, and they still loved me. But only for 30 minutes. Also, they kept throwing seeds and stone axes and shit at me, like, that's like a first world problem, but like, bruh, give me something better, man. Found a much closer village, and I started to use the ultimate oppression tool. Boats! For some reason, a boat can't escape off a path since it's like a half an inch shorter than a full grass block. So getting these Squidwards into this harbor I planned to build took a little bit. Then once the villagers were fully oppressed, I started a raid again, got my ass kicked again, and flew away to get more resources again. But I came back and beat their ass again. Bro, why are village raids more damaging than the Wither and Ender Dragon? Why is this game so goddamn easy? Day 67. Kidnapped the villagers from the Boat Mania place. Slightly terraformed this river so I could flow into my river below my house. Then I put them in a little temporary villager hut since I didn't feel like building a cool one yet. I started trading here too. I also began to wonder how I was going to breed them or transport them up the hill. That's a question for the next video. I'm really sorry guys, but I think I missed the 69th day. I'm sorry, it would have been a perfect meme. But oppression is just so fun. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Day 70, I take on a water temple. Helmet has respiration 3, easy money. I was still scared of getting clapped by these beams of death, so I used my bow underwater. Thanks, Mojang. After clapping the 3 elders, I had to wait 4 minutes for the miner fatigue to wear off. I know I could have brought milk, but this water temple doesn't deserve effort from me. The 8 gold blocks I got from beating it, I could have easily gotten from a bastion. But oh well, who needs balance? At least I can say that I became one with the fishies. Day 78, I made the second floor walls of the house. I also experimented with some block designs. Earlier I tried to put magma blocks in the front towers instead of the red nether bricks, but I realized that was a terrible decision. I love these red nether bricks, it's just they're so hard to make because they require nether wart. I spent the rest of the days before 100 just working on the castle. I've pretty much done all the adventuring stuff that I could have done, and well, and building this castle was the most fun thing I could have done at this moment, so that's what I did. So I'm gonna just play a little building montage, and at the end, I'll recap on everything I did. This entire session, I was experimenting with different ideas. Some I liked and kept, others I wasn't proud of and I changed it. I didn't currently have enough resources to make a good looking rooftop, so I just added a slab line over it for now. I added the Warlord's Throne with a bit of an edgy message. I changed the color scheme of the second floor. I spent a ton of time trying to bring good looking lighting to the inside using glowstone, but because of budget cuts I temporarily spammed torches everywhere, cause these bitch ass mobs ain't paying rent! I had created some walled off rooms so I could actually, live in here. And at about day 95, I had fully moved in and had a master bedroom, armory, kitchen, storage room, etc. All the shebang, all planned out. There were also a lot of details I forgot to mention, like the balcony and some windows I added later. By the end, I made a big to-do list of what I currently wanted the castle to have, which includes all these things here. You already know what to do if you like this video. Also looking intense, dude. And I'm happy with how it's come along. It's very far from completely done, but it already looks good in my opinion. If you're a self-proclaimed Grian, then tell me all my shortcomings in the comments. You know I'll read them. But finally, after all that building, after all these trials and tribulations, day 100 was finally here. Yippee! And you know what I did? I fished. Well, hopefully this was somewhat entertaining, or at least a good background video nonetheless. I do plan on continuing building up this world into something really cool, maybe even worth downloading later, I don't know. But anyway, later partner.